All right, welcome into this week's edition of Tiger Talk, the Thanksgiving week edition here. And we're live from Melvyn's Restaurant as we are every Wednesday night till the end of football season. And because we're here, it means football season's not over. A little turkey week practice. The Tigers win over Covington in the second round of the Division I non-select playoffs last Friday night, 44-13, and we welcome in, as always, Neville head football coach Mike Collins. Coach, had a week off.
Yeah, you did.
Guys came out fresh, and it showed last Friday night.
Well, I think that was a real key for our football team is the fact that we needed to get some guys healthy. We needed to get some things ironed out after our last couple ball games there. We didn't play very well in either one of them, I didn't think. We won one of them, but we didn't play great. And then, we got beat in the last one. So, over that bye week, I think we did some things that kind of got us back on track. We got a chance to get some guys healthy, which we needed to do. And, if we're going to make any kind of run at this thing, you always got to be healthy at the right time of year. And we're very fortunate that we are. And I think it's a testament to our strength and conditioning program, and I think it's a testament to our players for understanding what they have to do to keep themselves healthy and stay healthy throughout the season.
Well, and it definitely showed Friday night. Covington brought a nice contingent up from the North Shore right there. It's amazing. For another New Orleans area team will be coming to Bill Ruppel this Friday night in Chalmette. But let's kind of get into this game last Friday. A lot of highlights. Crazy first quarter. It was the fastest first quarter we've had this season.
The fastest one I've been around in a long time. I mean that thing was good thing.
Don't blink.
Don't blink.
You'd have missed it. I was talking with Coach Hunt, who will be on with this
I'm telling you.
next segment. But we looked at, I think it was about.
Well, Coach Gregory had the time. He actually had it timed because he had just looked down at his watch when we kicked off, and it was 15 minutes total. From the start of the kickoff to the finish of the first quarter, which is a 12-minute quarter. So, I mean, that's pretty good stuff there.
It was pretty quick. Covington kept it on the ground, and,
thing about it was they threw it all over the yard the whole first series. And, other than the quarterback scrambling, which they completed the balls.
Completed a couple of balls and went right down the field. We're going to get into that here with the highlights here, and it started off pretty promising on defense. You had a sack by Malik Grayson here.
Well, we did, and this young man right here we talked about him before the ball game, their quarterback, and I mean he just did a fantastic job for them of just continuing to get out of trouble. And we do get the sack right there, and there's a lot of things that went into getting that sack, but at the same time, he got him out of trouble, and we had to do a really good job of making some adjustments to make sure we could get him hemmed up in the after that first drive.
Well, and you did. They did drive down, and this was, I think, maybe I guess you could call it a turning point. It's their first drive. They get it down. They're inside the 5. They've got a first and goal, and the defense steps up. And maybe the most important play right here was this first one, and Robert Graves on the rollout by the quarterback there.
It was, he was a slippery cat. It was a great hustle by
Fobbs White
there at the end. To go ahead and finish it off. And, but Robert, he got a nose for it, and he smelled it out. So did Juju right there. And, we actually had substituted both our corners out of the game and left our safeties in and brought in 2 D linemen for the 2 corners so we could match the big guys with the big guys. And, our guys did a really, really good job of, stuffing them, and then they spread it out, and then, we get the big sack on the spread when they spread it out.
You get that, and then that third down where the defense, it was from the half –
right,
line,
maybe.
That's
what I'm saying.
And the defensive push that you got from your line pushed that back. They tried to do kind of like a little tush-push type play.
Yeah.
And then on fourth down, they were kind of discombobulated.
Yeah.
I don't think they were expecting to not be in the end zone by that time from the half-yard line.
Yeah.
And then they snap it over the head. You get the football back, and then you get your first drive of the football game, and it starts.
We just changed the whole ball game right there, period. You know, when we stopped them, and then our offense took the ball down the field, and you know, we were able to put it in.
You wanted a healthy Jalen Nichols, and I think you got one that's getting back to close. As Jalen,
we needed it, and he did a fantastic job. But as we always say, every single time, there's a reason why he's able to run the football. I mean, there's a lot of guys up there blocking for him, whether it be the wide out, whether it be the tight end, whether it be the O-line.
The hole right there for
you know,
him.
And, I mean, you know, he pops through that thing. And, you know, but, again, it took 10 other guys to do their job for him to be able to be successful. And, you know, and we're certainly excited about having Jalen back, you know, going, because it's important for us to be able to do that offensively. It just sets up everything else that we do, and it kind of makes it all go smooth. Glenn, I'm going to let Glenn tell you the stat he looked up today, you know, a little bit when you talk to him, but so to speak, the proof's in the pudding, and he'll talk about that to you guys here in a little while.
Well, first quarter ends, no score in that 14. I'm going to say 14:55.
Yeah.
Just to get a non-round number in there. But you come back out in the second quarter, and you get to business. A lot of these highlights were from the second quarter. We had a couple in the first, but a lot in the second.
Yeah.
Here's a nice catch by Lockhart on third down.
Yeah, it was a really nice job on the play. I mean, you can see Caleb. He's back there in the back of the end zone jumping up down, too. So, you know, we had some opportunities right there to hit a couple different people, but Parker does a nice job, sits in the pocket right there, good clean pocket, and hits Javari for a big play right there. And
you get inside the 10, you got first and goal situation, and then Nichols finishes it off right here to give you your first points.
He does, and, you know, it was a good run. He ran through a couple of tackles right there, and of course, you know, I think the thing that we have to do every week is make sure that what we do running game wise is something that, you know, he can benefit from, not just him benefit, but we can benefit from his ability to be able to hit whatever runs we're putting in for the week, or whatever runs we're utilizing that particular week. And, you know, I mean, he's such an asset to us. But, again, you know, 5 other guys up there blocking 6 other guys.
That's
if you don't count the tight end, and 7, 8, 9, 10 of them if you count all the wideouts, and they all make it go as well.
Yeah, everybody got to work as a unit to function or help a successful running game.
Yeah, no
all
doubt.
Right, well, let's get back to defense. I know you like defense.
Well,
so here you go on the next drive.
You know, like I said, we made a couple of adjustments, and I think, you know, Coach Wise and those guys did a really nice job, you know, there on the sideline after we got through that first series. And, you know, I mean, you always have to work out the kinks. You got you guys have got to see what's taking place, and and you got to see what they're trying to do to you as well. And so I think, you know, that filling out process, and what helps you is when you can stop them and you don't give up the score right off the bat, and then you turn around and you get over there and, you know, we got all that video mess and video equipment and TVs and everything else that you can go watch. And, I mean, you can see exactly what happened. That guy can see what happened to him. Hey, you were supposed to be here. You're over there.
Yeah.
You got to get here. This is why you got to get here. So,
well, a nice little corner blitz, and and Jalen Watkins too, with a nice little stunt he put in there to assist on that sack. It's good to see him playing well right now. And then here's nobody likes a big man touchdown more than me, and it was, I mean, that's Jason Parker, who's a forward on the basketball team too, but he got up and got that one. And
big play by him right there. He actually takes it away from Brody. Brody's fixing to go make the play as well on the screen. Nice job by both of them, sniffing the screen out and, you know, getting the ball in the end zone. You know, nobody likes it more than the big guys scoring a touchdown, but Jason's made some big plays for us this
he
year.
Has. He's had a long one.
Yeah, he did.
Out of there.
Yeah, and the great thing is we, he's playing in multiple positions for us, which obviously helps us defensively as well because we can play him inside, we can play him outside, we can, play. He was at that particular time playing right over the center, and so that's a plus for his ability to be able to get on the field and play multiple positions, and when you can do that for us,
you're definitely a valuable member.
We certainly love that.
On that side of the football, Jason has really turned into a heck of a football player in the last couple of years. Okay, so after that, let's see, Watkins, big man, pick 6. This one, Juju Burns, he's back. He's still back there.
Right.
And then he lets you know right there.
Well, he does, and we pressured him from the left, and everything's going to – it's got to go out there to his side right there, this little cat right here, little number 3 right here is really good.
Quick.
Yeah, he's a really good football player for them as well. And going into the ball game, he was a guy that we really targeted and said, hey, we got to be careful about this guy and know what he's doing at all the times because he's made a lot of plays for him. Him and the other wideout, number 4, had made a lot of big plays for him. So we had to know where they were, and he makes a great tackle.
Right there, and then I believe it might have been the next play here. They take a shot, and Cam Riley, one of the Aaron's aces from this week.
Well,
he gets his first pick.
They were big on running wheels on us, running wheels in all the ball games, and Cam does a great job. He kind of decoys the guy. You see, the guys run the curl, and then they run the wheel behind it, and Cam just came off that curl and saw the guy run the wheel, and then he's playing in his 1/3 right there like he's supposed to. Coach Campbell hammers it home to him.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job there. And, Cam ends up with 2 picks in the ball game and really had his hands on the 3rd one. I thought he was going to get the 3rd one too. I told him we're going to have to put some stickum on his hand or something, so we can go ahead and get that 3rd.
We'll get some of that for the sideline next week. We'll be talking to Cam here in coming up in the 3rd segment.
Yeah, that's right.
Tonight. So looking forward to talking to him the second time this year.
Yeah.
As we're back into the playoff mode here. All right, Cam with the pick, and then here's after that, here's Jalen Nichols to cap off this second drive, or the 3rd drive right there, and 23 yards to the house.
Big run right there, just explodes through the line, good hole right there. I think a guy touched his flag. About all they got a hand on that one right there, and –
yeah, he didn't even grab it.
Tried to get his towel, and that's about all they got a hand on him. So again, there you go.
That's your second offensive drive because you had a defensive score, and it's 21 to nothing.
Right.
So things are going your way.
Hey, and that's the one thing that I think we've done a pretty good job of for the most part. Stay in the course. I mean, we got to be able to, when we get those kind of leads, we got to be able to put pressure on people, and we can't let our foot off the gas pedal. We just got to keep it on the gas pedal and keep going, and and especially in these playoffs, because teams are, just like Chalmette, we're going to talk about them in a little bit, but I'm going to talk about them for a second right here. They've been behind by multiple touchdowns in the last couple of games and found a way to win. And here we go again, and then their last 6, they won 6 or 7 in a row. And, personally, I don't think they're better than 3 or 4 teams they played. But, they won.
Yeah.
So, they got something going on. They got something figured out. we better make sure we keep our foot on the gas pedal.
They definitely do. After a score here, Covington tries a little pooch kickoff, and you get a nice return here by Cam.
We did, he gets hit 4, 5, 6 times here and just stays on his feet, good balance and body control right there, and just determined to stay on his feet and score, and really, really good job, and that's some of that baseball coming out of him and fielding that football right there, some of that baseball coming out in him.
A little short hop, and then he's able to field it and then take off.
Some of those guys be fumbling that thing around still all the way down the other end of the field. So.
And he did it without – he might have – you wear gloves, Cam? He's not.
Yeah,
he's
he
not
does.
Listening. Yeah, okay. You do have gloves on. It's just not the leather kind.
He does.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So you get the football decent field position after that. You hit Dumas here on this RPO, and it looks this is just a nice throw. It almost got jumped, but the ball got there.
Two was sitting on him pretty hard, and as soon as we got through, there was a comment made, hey, we need to double move them as soon as that happened. So, I mean
Parker had a great night. We hadn't mentioned that. 14 for 14,
a
couple
14
hundred yards.
14,
I mean,
if
you're gonna have a night like that, you're gonna have some close calls.
The thing about it is the one thing I'll say about what's happening with Parker too is, I mean, he's had 2 or 3 games like that now here out of the last several games, and the one thing I think he's doing a really good job is protecting the football, and even if he's not throwing it, he's at least not throwing it into coverage and throwing it into bad spots. So, I think he's doing a really good job of that.
Well, you can see him growing up throughout the year. I mean, coming 100%. In as a starter, really basically for the first time. And at this level, definitely has turned up his game. Okay, let's move on. One of our other guests here tonight, and another former Aaron's ace, Thomas Campbell. Just a night, he just slips out there, and Parker finds him in there. For another touchdown.
Thomas is.
A little
chips the guy, and on the sprint out there, and then releases late, checks out late, and I mean, we get that play all the time in practice. Matter of fact, Thomas has caught it multiple times, in practice on when we're going offense against defense, and it's been a play that obviously we've been successful with, and and Thomas has been a major part of that, by blocking and being able to catch the football, and then, running after the catch as well. And I thought that's what we did as a team better last week, was running after the catch.
Yeah, making the first guy miss and getting those yak yards.
But in that situation, Thomas is right there on the goal line and scores his.
He didn't have to run too far.
No, he didn't have to run far.
But
probably a good thing.
All right, here's Cam. We talked about him. He had 2 picks on the night. Here's the second one, and this is just a good one. In one of his interviews, he said he read his eyes and he turned around and the ball was in his bread.
There's 2 ways to tell if the guy's going to catch the ball. That'd be one of them. The receiver's eyes are going to get big. They're going to get like silver dollars. That's what we talk about. And then the next thing is the hands are going to try to go up, and that's the 2 indicators for a DB to know whether the ball's coming or not. So, and in a sense, he's paying attention to what coach and them are teaching him, but again, you got to make the play on the ball. He makes a fantastic play right there on the ball, and that's just doing what you're coached to do. But again, this just shows the work that you've put in up to this point right here, of playing it just about as perfect as you could. He was down in the guy's hip, and he had the guy basically walled off to the sideline, and so we were in good shape there.
Opening drive of the second half, and this was maybe your most efficient drive of the night right here. And it started here with a big gain there by Thomas.
Starts out with Thomas right there with a big catch, big throw and catch right there. And again, getting it down the sideline. Again, a double move on a guy on a safety. There, and so we're able to pitch and catch, and then you pitch and catch, and
then you give it to Nichols, and he pops it in, and this was his 3rd touchdown of the night, taking it in from the 6, and a nice tough run.
It was. They had them all piled up in there. And when they got 10 guys or so in there, 9 guys in there, kind of hard to block them all. Because we don't have that many blockers in there, so.
A lot of points scored in this one, but still a nice job by your defense. Here's Robert Graves III, who is on almost every highlight reel we do.
Right. Well,
he tried. 40 couldn't block Robert on that one. He tried.
No.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, he couldn't have blocked him if he had several opportunities to block him. But the good thing is we get off the field right there. It's a big 3rd down call, and get the sack, and that was, kind of beginning of the end for them.
Yeah.
You know, and
you get the next one. I mean,
yeah.
that, you know, Coach Hunt had talked about maybe that opening drive was the one where you had to come out and really put it on them. You do that, then defense steps up, you get the football back, and then here is the end one. This is Caleb Vaughn with a nice little dime here from Parker. Just hits him in the end zone for a 39-yard score.
But again, that's, you know, just a tribute. That's a different receiver catching the ball for us. You know, I mean, multiple catches in a game. You know, it's been Dumas here. It's been Thomas. It's been
Caleb. It's been Lockhart.
It's been, you know, it's been a bunch of things, you know, a bunch of them. And so that's the real plus of it all. Yeah,
and a couple more to cap it off. We've got Watley here getting in on it with his sack.
Yep.
And then we're going to cap off the scoring here. We got to get a little special teams in there.
Yeah.
We had the kickoff return, but Yerger with a 24-yard field goal right here to follow this up.
Everybody's probably saying, what are you doing, Coach? Well,
you need to practice.
We may have to kick one of
those.
That's
right.
And that's why we did it. And, I mean, we could have laid down on it, but, I mean, we need the opportunity to be able to protect and kick a field goal. And we haven't kicked a field goal in a while. And
that drive right there to end the game, you talk about a 3-minute offense trying to win the game. That was an 8-minute drive.
It was. It was. And
with
so,
your twos.
Basically our twos.
Basically your twos.
Yeah, they did a really good job while we were in there.
So 44-13, a big win in round 2. Once again, the Tigers are back practicing football on Thanksgiving week.
Yep.
So we got a lot more to talk about as this show continues. But before we take a break, I'd like to thank our first segment sponsor, H. Michael Sports, there on Forsyth and Monroe. Get in there. You got some good Christmas stuff. Holly's back there. Yeah,
Holly's here today.
Get you some Neville gear, maybe
She'll
some cold weather gear,
because
it's going to be cool this Friday night. But go by and check them out before you check out any of the big box stores out there. That's what I always say. Shop local when you can. Okay, we've wrapped up segment number 1. We'll come back. We'll talk with Coach Hunt.
Yep.
And we'll see. He gave us some good
stats.
Good stats and some good quotes and everything the last time.
Yeah, he got some good ones again.
So hopefully he's been preparing for his second voyage here on Tiger Talk. So stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be right back after this.
Taco Bandito. I cooking and service is speedo at Taco Bandito.
Taco Bandito on Forsyth Avenue in Monroe and Warren Drive at Cypress Street in West Monroe.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit TarverBraddockFoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
In today's real estate market, you need an experienced team to navigate your buying and selling decisions. I'm Misty Hodge with Keller Williams Realty. Let my group use their combined 45 years. We know purchasing or selling a home can be a stressful experience, but not when you choose the Misty Hodge Group. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, give us a call. 318-348-5945 or go to mistyhodge.com. That's MISTIHAJJ.com. We support this community and go Tigers.
St. Francis Health, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Lily Joyce, Neville Class of 2024. I drive a Nissan Road from Sparks. Go Tigers.
Vincent Ware, Class of 2000. Sparks, Nissan, and Kia Sales. Maxima Driver. Go Tigers.
Kenya Dawson Bennett, Neville High School, Class of 1993. I'm a proud Nissan Murano owner from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
The only place you'll see some attorneys is on TV. But what about the grocery store or a local ball game? Or what about here, meeting you face to face? When you're hurt in a wreck in Northeast Louisiana, call Creed & Creed. Catherine and I and the attorneys at Creed & Creed live in and stand up for injured people in Northeast Louisiana. Trust local, call Creed & Creed today. We're proud to be your local injury attorneys. Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need.
The Cartown family would like to wish the Neville Tigers a victorious and healthy playoff season. Go Tigers!
Cartown Tigers! Cartown Tigers! Cartown Tigers! Cartown Tigers! Cartown Tigers!
Origin Bank and Fourth Insurance are proud to work alongside the Neville Tigers to enrich the lives of the people in our community. Together, we're supporting the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum to help give children a safe and healthy environment where they can play, learn, and grow. Our community is filled with bright young minds and people who are passionate about seeing them succeed. Thank you to Neville High School and the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum for continuing to shape the future of our community and to invest in the children whose origin story begins in Monroe.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor, or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Boudreaux, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back, everybody, and segment number 2 here on Tiger Talk. This segment is brought to you by our good friends at Shell Chiropractic, Dr. Gigi Grant and Jonathan Boudreaux, providing chiropractic care to the Arklamists, if you will. They get them all, ULM, everybody else. You know, Gigi and them has been doing it a long time. We appreciate their sponsorship here on Tiger Talk. All right, I replaced Coach Collins for Coach Glen Hunt, making his second appearance on Tiger Talk this year, man, and it's good to have you.
Yes, I love coming to Melvin's, man. Great food.
Exactly.
And for the people out there, I'm not really this bald. It just looks like it. I just got a haircut today.
Well, as you come off of that second round victory against Covington, you get that week off, and it looked like everybody had a little more pep in their step. That week off, that rest really helped. It was maybe one of the best, at least what we thought, one of the best nights for the offensive line.
There's no doubt about that. We played our best game, but that's why they put coach in front of your name. And that goes for all of our offense. Our receivers are so much better than when we started. Our quarterbacks are better. Our running backs, our tight ends are better. But that's what you're supposed to do each and every week is get better. And I thought Coach Collins did a great job last week of the bye week of how he handled things and giving those guys that have been beat up and had a bunch of reps. We let our receivers take some time off to get their legs back under them. And then last week was the best week of practice, and then it showed on Friday night just by how we executed offensively.
You definitely did. Once you got the football, it was pretty efficient. You know,
that first drive was 14 plays.
Exactly.
And mostly running. We hit a couple of third down conversions and a fourth down conversion too. But mostly we're running the football, and I know our defensive coaches appreciate that, so they could get over there, watch some film, make some adjustments. And the good thing about it, we were able to punch it in and go up 7-0.
Yeah, you make it 7-0. And when you're talking about a team like Covington, a team that really we haven't seen that often. It's been since the late 90s.
They scared us. I'll tell you, they had the attention of every coach, and I think also our players. I know offensively they had a defensive end that just scared us to death. We were sliding our protection to him, and I don't think he ended up but maybe with 2 tackles all night. And I thought he was a heck of a football player.
And they definitely had some, and they've been making some noise, had a nice first-round win. They come in, and it looked as though they drive it down. The defense makes that stop. And maybe talk about, that first drive, but what that defensive stop did for your offense.
It's huge, man. It makes it a little bit, especially when it's not getting it on the 1-yard line. Yeah. Man, they gave us some room. It just makes you a little bit relaxed on offense, not feeling uptight like, man, we got to go score. It's like, hey, let's get us a couple first downs and let's see what happens. But our kids executed our game plan, and just so proud of our coaches, man. Coach Ensminger just does an unbelievable job. He drives me crazy sometimes, but he does a great job. Andy Robinson, I mean, just a great gentleman, a great friend, and works his tail off. And then Caesar and Chad Johnson, that's the old regime, and they're loving what we're doing. They're having a great time, and they work their kids' tails off too.
Well, it looks like when the offense is clicking, obviously everybody's having fun, especially the players. You kind of allow them to maybe come out of their shell just a little bit.
And there's been games like where Nichols is getting the ball more than anybody else, or Dumas is getting the passes, and we're not seeing any of that selfishness that can come about. And they've been a real good job of celebrating each other's successes.
Well, Coach Collins talked about that balance a little bit, or at least he alluded to it there in our first segment, and that balance is something that we've seen. When the Tigers have been successful this year, you're hitting 3 or 4 different receivers. You've got 2 or 3 different running backs that you're doing. You're going multiple formations. You're doing the things that you need to do to keep defenses on their toes.
Well, there's no doubt about it. We got so much talent. We got 4 great receivers. We got a talented tight end. We got 2 or 3 talented running backs. So it makes calling plays a little bit easier because you know that our quarterback is going to make the right reads, and he's not afraid to throw it not to any one of them. He trusts them all. But the boils down to, this was a stat coach was talking about
that's
earlier.
what I was going to get to.
All right? It all boils down to running the football, and I think people love to see it throw and all that stuff. But I went back and looked at every single game and our rushing yards. Anytime we rush for over 160 yards, we're averaging over 40 points. If we're under 160, we're averaging 20 points.
That's a pretty big
you look
difference.
at when we rushed under 160, Sterlington, we scored 17.
Yeah.
Ruston, we scored only 3 touchdowns because one of it was a kick return. West Monroe, we only scored 3 because the defense got us a turnover at the 1. And then Ash, we scored 16.
Yeah. And
you got to run the football.
Yeah, you got to run the football, and it
I
makes everything else go.
And I got kicked in the butt. I kicked myself in the butt, and we went to offensive line. We went to work during that open week and this past week, and Tyler Brown was our player of the week, had 10 pancakes, and just a great job. And we got to continue to get better there, and our tight ends. We got to be more physical. We got to be able to run the football to set up what we do, our quick game and our play action.
Well, as you get deeper into the playoff, I mean, it gets closer. I mean, we got 8 teams left now.
Yes.
There were 16 last week. There's 8 teams now. These teams aren't getting worse
right.
as you go forward. They're getting
and
better.
And good teams expose your weaknesses, and West Monroe and Ash did that, and it bit us in the rear on the last one.
And you got, but a clean slate when you get to the playoff time. You got Chalmette coming up here. Watching Chalmette, it seems like maybe a little similar look that Covington showed you.
And the thing that scared you about Covington was their team speed. They ran to the football. But with Chalmette, what makes me nervous is they play about 4 different defensive fronts. They'll change from a 4-3 to a 4-2 to a 4-4 to a 3-4 to a 3-3. And so it's tough on the offensive line coach to prepare for all that. You just got to teach your guys the rules and know what plays you want to run against this front or this front. You got to have – that's right.
Got to have it ready to go based on the look that you're presenting.
Right.
Well, Coach, it's going to be a fun night, Friday night, first time for you on Bill Ruppel for a Thanksgiving game. You've been a part of a lot of Thanksgiving football.
I've heard a lot of stuff about the crowd at Neville, how big they are when the big games come and they're going to show up. Well, they didn't show up Friday night.
Yeah.
Our kids were disappointed. I'm going to put that on the community. That's on y'all. Get your tails to the stadium. And Coach Collins might get on me for this, but those kids deserve it, man. They busted their rear. They need you. I promise you. You can watch the game later on YouTube. Watch it live. Come see it. Come live it. Come experience it. All right, I feel better now.
No, and you should. And you should.
It's just frustrating to see these kids and coaches work so dadgum hard, and it's 3/4. Just like when West Monroe came, they had more people in the crowd than we did, and it's our home.
Yep. We got to get them back into the, in the seats. I promise you that. And that's on us a lot too. But we definitely make it easier. But
if I hurt your feelings, I'm not sorry.
No, you hurt their feelings. We need to shame some people into coming back.
I'm telling you, come grab your neighbor. Let's go.
I know. Come
by Melvin's before the game.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do that. Yeah, the Melvin's crowd looks like it. So.
Man,
get your
bucket, have fun,
get
man.
your tickets. They'll be selling tickets tomorrow after the Thanksgiving night pep rally. That pep rally is at 6 o'clock. They'll be selling tickets there. Come get your season tickets.
If you haven't got your tickets, we'll show out.
That's it. Fill the stands. Fill the bill, as they like to say. So definitely a call to action for the Neville Nation. And we appreciate it always.
Yes, appreciate
the passion that you bring is very contagious. So everybody, Glen Hunt. When we come back, we will talk to a couple of our players from last week. Cam Riley, Thomas Campbell going to join us. Stay tuned for that. We'll be back after these messages. This is Tiger Talk. Stay with us.
For over 140 years, football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands the importance of keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change, rivalries may change. But one thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile, and at Campbell & Robinson Orthodontics, we're here to help you achieve just that. Dr. Campbell and Dr. Robinson have over 50 years of combined education and experience and use advanced modern technology to provide high-quality care for all of our patients. We prioritize outstanding customer service and work hard to make every patient feel comfortable and confident in their treatment. Whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, we've got you covered. So why wait? Call us today to schedule your appointment and start your journey towards a beautiful, confident smile with Campbell & Robinson Orthodontics.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit TarverBraddockFoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14 inch. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta noodles. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the Subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Hey Tiger fans, craving something delicious? Swing by the Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe for the ultimate drive-in experience. From classic burgers and crispy tots to slushes and frozen treats, we've got it all. And here's the best part, we're proud to support Neville High School athletics. Whether you're fueling up after the big game or cheering on our Tigers, Sonic is your go-to spot for great food and community spirit. Come see us today where every order supports our local champions.
Catherine Joyce, Neville High School class of 1998, Sparks customer. Go Tigers!
Amaya Dawson, Neville High School class of 2019, owner of a Nissan Sentra from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers.
Will Shelby, class of 97, Sparks GM, Titan driver. Go Tigers.
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
All right, welcome back, everybody, into the third segment here on Tiger Talk. The third segment presented by our good friends at Walk-Ons and Smalls Sliders over there in West Monroe. This segment, we welcome in my far left, Cam Riley. Two former Aaron's Aces. You were the Aaron's Ace this time, right? And
Yes,
then
sir.
Thomas Campbell, who won one earlier here this week. Everybody, Cam and Thomas. A little round of applause from everybody here. All right, guys. Well, we talked to you. I think y'all were the first guys on
Yes,
this
sir.
year, right
Yes, sir.
before the Jamboree edition. And you guys have come a long way since week one. And both of you have excelled. Cam, you had a couple of picks last week. That gives you, 4
Yes,
on the
sir.
year, right?
Yes, sir.
Thomas, not saying I'm surprised, but you've become a critical part of that Neville passing attack, you know.
Yes, sir.
I watched you grow as a tight end for the last couple of years, and you continue to catch passes in meaningful moments. So both of y'all making your I guess your presence felt on both sides of the football. Cam, I'm going to start with you. We're in that second round playoff game. Both of y'all were in there last year when we fell in the second round to Central. Anything was that on your mind going into this game?
Definitely. We had our captain's speech Thursday before the game, and I let that be known that last year we lost out in that round, and that we wanted to have a Thanksgiving pep rally this year.
Yeah, exactly. It'd been a while
Yes,
since
sir.
we hadn't had one.
Yes, sir.
And you've definitely, that's one of those goals is to be playing on Thanksgiving. And Thomas, how about you, man? I mean, any spider webs from last year, or are you just ready to go?
I'm just ready to go.
Well, and you were. You had a couple of big catches last Friday night, extended some drives and helped out. But critically, a lot of blocking, I think, was a huge factor. And how about that week off for both of y'all? Kind of help refresh your legs or whatever. It was a long season. I mean,
Yes, sir.
it wasn't our, we changed districts. I mean, let's maybe talk about the season that we've been through. I mean, because it started in week one. I mean, we jammed with Ruston, and then we were in some dogfights throughout the rest of the year. Not too many easy ones on that schedule. Thomas, what'd you think about it, man?
100%. There was no really easy games on that schedule. It was all dogfights, really. And it was just good to have that bye week, so, get everybody healthy coming into the playoffs.
Cam, I mean, you've been throwing it down all season, but, I mean, even some of those guys in the backfield, y'all have rotated a lot of guys in. Y'all have been kind of bit by that injury bug a little bit. Talk about maybe that progression of that backfield, bringing some of those younger guys up.
I feel like bringing them in the game, it's really good. So it's better that we have a lot of depth going deeper into these playoffs. So one man go down, we got somebody else that can step up, and they know what to do already because they had to play earlier this year in the season.
Well, so
we got Chalmette coming in, the quarterfinals. Semifinals are on deck. This year, the higher seed gets the home game throughout the playoffs, no matter what. So, maybe springing off on what Coach Hunt said. I mean, we talk about the stands and being at home. I mean, it's always good to play in front of that home crowd and to finish out y'all's senior year in front of the fans at Bill Ruppel. How important is that to each of you?
It's very important. There's nothing like a game at home. But like Coach Hunt said, we need y'all there.
Cam, same?
Need everybody out there early as possible, and just be loud.
Well, you got Thanksgiving. There's a lot of people in town. I mean, no better thing to do. I don't want to be at Target in line at 7 o'clock last night. You need to be at Bill Ruppel Stadium about 5:30.
Right. Yes, sir.
Get out there, get early, be loud, and all of that. Okay, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Both of y'all are athletes. Y'all eat a lot. What favorite Thanksgiving dish or thing? What do you look forward to the most on Thanksgiving?
Dressing.
The dressing?
Yes, sir.
Who makes that? Who makes the best dressing?
I'm not I'll
gonna get
eat
you in
it
trouble.
all.
You eat whoever's?
Yes, sir.
Whoever's in there? All right. Gosh, how about you, Cam?
My mama turkey wings.
Turkey wing. Yeah, there you go. All right. And that's good. And anything that y'all looking forward to Friday? I mean, like, you've been off all week. You've gotten to spend some time with family, but you've been practicing every afternoon. Anything this week? You try to stay in that same mindset, or anything kind of changed for you?
Just stay in that same mindset and just come out with the dub.
Yeah, we can't have any distractions this week. We got to keep doing what we've been doing all year. Just treat this week like we've been doing
just
the whole year.
Just another week,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Well, you got to win each week,
Yes,
right?
sir.
In the playoffs, you're basically 0-0 going into each game.
That's
know,
right.
because there's no tomorrow with a loss. Well, that mindset is definitely with these two young men, and hopefully it can carry on as you can lead your teammates to another victory this Friday night to put us into the semifinals once again. So any final words for you guys, for the guys on the team this week? What you got? Anything? Nothing that we're going to say right here?
No, sir.
All right. Well, look, good luck to both of you this week, this Friday, as well as for the rest. We got two young men definitely going to be playing at the next level. So for Cam and Thomas, how about a round of applause for them as we move on into segment number 4. Stay tuned for that as we bring back Coach Collins, and we will talk about the Chalmette Owls right after this.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases. Every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Are you trying to sell your home and need it freshly painted? Maybe you're tired of the same old colors in the interior of your home and want to update the look. We have the right company for you. Andre Benjamin Painting. With more than 20 years of experience, they're state licensed, bonded, and insured. Whether you're looking to paint a home or a business, they can do it all because no job is too large or too small. Call 318-680-0703 for all your painting needs.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Origin Bank and Fourth Insurance are proud to work alongside the Neville Tigers to enrich the lives of the people in our community. Together, we're supporting the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum to help give children a safe and healthy environment where they can play, learn, and grow. Our community is filled with bright young minds and people who are passionate about seeing them succeed. Thank you to Neville High School and the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum for continuing to shape the future of our community and to invest in the children whose origin story begins in Monroe. Tiger fans, come visit Subway Steve, Connie, and Adam at the locally owned Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza at the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane in Monroe. Whether you're in the mood for a fresh made-to-order sub or a hot, delicious slice of pizza, we've got something for everyone. And we're not just about great food, we're proud supporters of Neville High School athletics. So whether you're grabbing lunch or celebrating a Tiger victory, stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's and tell them that the Neville Tiger Network sent you.
When you choose St. Francis Health, you get easy online scheduling, video visits, and the amazing convenience of MyChart. With MyChart, you can make appointments, refill prescriptions, view your medical records, and even message your doctor with a quick question. At St. Francis Health, we've made healthcare more convenient than ever.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, it's not about us, it's about you. We know getting the right ride can be tough, but that's what we're here for. That's why we are dedicated to finding you the right look, the right size, and the right feel, all at the right price.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you root for. What unites us is stronger than what divides us. Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
At Nukes, we believe in giving you extra. Extra flavor to satisfy your cravings. Extra choices so you can personalize your meal. Extra quality by offering premium protein such as all-natural chicken, shrimp, steak, and Atlantic salmon. Extra service that will make you feel right at home. We love sharing our family recipes with our guests, and that's why at Nukes, we give you extra with every bite.
In life's most challenging moments, we all need a strong team by our side.
St. Joseph Hospice and Stat Home Health is proud to be a part of this community, here for you when it matters most.
From game day to every day, St. Joseph Hospice and Stat Home Health are here to help you and your loved ones get the care and support you need in the comfort of your home. Learn more at thecarpenterhealthnetwork.com.
Together, we win.
Win with the home team, St. Joseph Hospice
and Stat Home Health.
And welcome back as we've made it to our final segment here on the Thanksgiving edition of Tiger Talk. Our fourth segment brought to you, as always, by our good friends there at the Carpenter Health Network. That's Stat Home Care and St. Joseph's Hospice. So, well, Coach, we've made it to Thanksgiving.
There you
the
go.
Quarterfinals.
There you go.
And, you know, you've got an upstart team here. Chalmette Owls coming in here. They've been on the road the first 2 weeks.
Yep.
Kind of, people are dubbing them as kind of a little Cinderella story, a school that we have never played in football, and as well as a school that has not been to the quarterfinals since 1968. And that Chalmette area is really fired up about their Owls. They've had some open practices. The community's rallied around them. Maybe talk a little bit about facing a team like Chalmette before we get into the X's and O's, but somebody that's kind of getting hot at the right time.
Well, I think the most important thing is the fact that these guys have found a way to win 6 ball games in a row, and the last 2 in the playoffs, you know, upset the number 8 seed, upset the number 9 seed. So what they've done is found a way to win, and you know, whatever that recipe is for them. You know, is the scary thing to us is the fact that, hey, you know, they were down in both ball games, you know, found a way to come back and win them at the end. And you know, so it says a lot about your football team and your coaches to me. that they obviously can make adjustments, and have done a really good job of making adjustments, and their kids believe in what they're doing, and they don't ever believe they're out of a ball game. And so, we've got to do a really, really good job of making sure that, if we can get a lead on them, we know how to take care of that lead. And at the same time, it's going to be another ball game where we have to play for 48 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think anytime you have to do that, those teams, because of what they've been able to do over the last 2 weeks, and so we've got to be able to match them.
They beat Terrebonne in the first round, and then Hahnville, a team that we're familiar with up here, and Hahnville in the second round came back, won it on a last minute, and then made a defensive stop to end the game. Hahnville had driven down, and Chalmette rolls on into the quarters. They're going to make the trip up to Bill Ruppel Stadium. Going to have a pretty good contingent. Let's talk about those Owls. I know they've got an athlete, is a man that caught the pass.
Yeah.
He had a touchdown return, or a kickoff return for a touchdown, and he knocked away the pass at the end of the game. That's, I believe, Jalen Williams.
Yeah, and the thing about them and him is the fact that, they've been able to find a way to get him the football and find ways to get him the football. But the real story to me is the fact of how they've done it. They've just taken the ball methodically down the field in both ball games, and they, get the ball down there and spike it with 2 seconds against Terrebonne, kick, field goal, win. They go against Hahnville, they're down, they take the ball, sprint into the boundaries, 4th down, they convert 2 4th down during the last drive of the ball game, and then they throw the touchdown pass. So, it's not just exactly that they've won. It's just how they've won, and they've been when they've been successful in the game. And again, it's a 48-minute game, and they're going to play for the full 48. I promise you that.
They definitely will. Coach Tucker has been there for a while now. A lot of his assistants have been there for a while. A lot of his assistants are from that area,
right?
And Chalmette, new to maybe us up here, but a program that's been on the rise. They won their first district championship in a long time this year, as well as you could see them building gradually.
Yeah.
The last time I think they were up here, West Monroe actually went to
West
Chalmette.
Monroe, and they've played them both places.
Both places,
at West Monroe and at Chalmette. But, the one thing that's different about them is their wing T football team, which is something that you don't see much of anymore. So offensively, they present you problems there for your defense. And then defensively, Coach Hunt talked about the multiple, they're not hanging their hat on 3-4, 4-3, 4-2-5, 3-3 stack. So they're a little bit of everything. They're very multiple. So that presents problems in both categories because it's a little bit unique. You don't see first of all, you don't see the wing T anymore, and they do a very good job with it. And then secondly, defensively, they're just very, very multiple, so that presents problems in itself. And so what we've got to do is we've got to be really focused and really do a good job. And we've done a good job all week. We've had really good practices all week, had 3 really good days. And I think that's where it starts. And, if we'll maintain our focus and have a good run through tomorrow evening before we go to the pep rally, we'll be in good shape. And, that'll put the, so to speak, the hay in the barn. And, hey, it is what it is. And, right now it just comes down to, who's going to do the best job on Friday night. And, hopefully our team's prepared good enough to be able to do that.
Let's keeping that execution level as we saw last week against Covington, and carrying that on and improving on that each and every week here during the playoffs. Okay, we've got tickets will be on sale Thursday night after the pep rally. Pep rally at 6 o'clock in the Neville Auditorium. All the Neville Nation knows where that's going to be, but tickets will be on sale in the stadium ticket office starting around 6 o'clock as people are coming to that pep rally. So you need to get it.
After.
Reiterate. Right after the pep rally. But you need to get those tickets and reiterate what Coach Hunt says. Get your tickets, get there, grab your cousin. that hadn't been to a game in a while, or your mama.
Whoever's in town.
Whoever's in town.
Whoever's
Let's bring
in
them to
town.
the game. Let's fill that side of the bill.
Yep.
Stewart.
And make that place. Yes.
We're also going to sell them Friday as well, 11 to 1, same time as normal.
All right.
11
Friday
to 1.
from 11 to 1. So
Will Anders is handling the tickets for us tomorrow evening.
Yep.
And Friday, it will be Will and the ladies that help us out and that we're so thankful that we have.
Definitely so. So go ahead, get your tickets. Let's fill the bill this Friday night. Coach, good luck
Thanks.
Friday night.
Appreciate
Look forward
it.
to talking with you next week, hopefully after a Tiger victory.
Hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving.
Definitely. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I know Justin back in the Sunny 98.3 studios wished everybody a happy Thanksgiving. But for everybody here, all of our guests, Coach Glen Hunt, Cam Riley, Thomas Campbell, especially Will Anders here, and everybody who came out here to watch us live here at Melvin's Restaurant. And Coach Collins, we appreciate you as always. We're going to say good night. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll be back on the air Friday with Neville versus Chalmette. See you then.